Wait,
Warhammer squads
is
going
your
on.
brother casting or something?
No. It's his teammate.
Oh. Da, 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 da. It's been so long since I played Black Ops 2.
Same, bro. Same. Exactly same.
I miss that game.
I mean,
Nobody plays.
I had tons of memories with it.
I know. Those were the good days.
I mean, I didn't even buy it like till 2017. I played the cracked version since 2014 to 2016. And the first bunch of online friends that I made were from Black Ops 2.
Yikes! What about Geometry Dash?
Take your time.
Stream key. Yeah, it's scheduled to be live, but it's still not live. Like it's live, but not live at the same time.
Yeah, waiting for the channel. That's what it says. It's alright, take your time. I mean, it should work well. That's what is important. I hope my parents don't pop up before 9:30. Otherwise, I would have to go down and open the locks. Even if I do, I'll just take a minute max, and like I'm going to run with quad speed.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, I can cover up for that time. I was casting alone anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I should take some of your stress off. Okay, it's loading. Yeah, it's live.
It's live, it's live, it's live. Also, we are not muted on stream. Ha, you fucking nut job.
Life.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we're ready.
Ready, yeah?
Wait up, just give me, okay, never mind. Alright, so, the game between Fallen Knights versus Hawx Gaming has begun. This is going to be the first round on Clubhouse and the starting of the ban phase. So Hawx is going to be going for the defensive side on the first round, and Fallen Knights is going to be picking the attacking side during their first round. And Hawx is also going to be picking, who is it? Maverick for the ban. An interesting operator who we have not seen on stream getting banned yet.
The thing with Maverick is it doesn't just affect one side. Like you can effectively ban the trick both on CCTV. It also counters a basement push since you can easily trick with cares or impacts for the basement. And yes, by the way, I skipped my introduction. My name is Ashrit Dabania. I'll be joining Mr. 108 today. So it is my first venture. If I make some mistakes, you know what to do. Forgiveness is the answer.
All right,
Yeah,
second ban is going to be Monty from Fallen Knights. The third ban is also going to be given by Fallen Knights, but this time on the defensive side, which will be Mira.
A Monty ban just basically states that you are afraid of him bulldozing his way into garage. That's the biggest thing that Monty does.
That is true.
And Mira, I mean, the meta has shifted from playing Mira on this map, but she is always a very useful operator. Same goes for Echo, the most banned operator now in at least 2 regions. Alright guys, the first round's now coming up. Let's see what operators they have in store for us.
Alright. I'm back. So the first round is going to begin in a moments of like 10 seconds, I'd say. If somebody doesn't have an SSD. going to ruin everyone's fun.
So, in terms of utility, I would say the defenders are very well set. The attackers have a lot of flank denial. Capita basically denies bandit tricking, but they don't have any soft destruction in their hands. Aside from any possible breach charges, but you may never know. Where would you need breach charges, right?
I mean, breaching charges are useful, but for this map, I don't think breaching charges are going to be required that much.
Mm,
Clubhouse is more of a map where most of the things on site can be reinforced,
yeah,
and
exactly.
like you really don't have much to top breach anyways to begin with. So yeah,
No,
the first
if you push the construction side, you can have a bugs play below in stock, and he can wreak a lot of havoc. But it's all
right,
right. Utility wise, both teams are very well set.
yeah, they are well set. They also have they also have Hibana and Thermite just in case the one of them runs out of their charges.
Yeah, and also because you can then create pressure from both the sides.
Right. So the first round, the defending side is going to be picking CCTV, while the attackers are just gonna
Acquisition device
slowly push in through canals. I'm pretty sure all of them spawned in canals. Yeah, all of them did. But now they're going to be separated off. Thermite immediately going upstairs to get the bandit and deny the bandit trick. Oh damn! Never
Okay,
mind
early
that.
frag.
Device is going dark.
An early
Breaking
frag by
this.
the Hibana onto the
Push up on the
Maestro.
garage
EMP
wall.
incoming.
Why would you not reinforce it? Oh, the
Yeah. Maestro was probably up on that tin.
yeah, on the railing, you could say.
Yeah, the railing, right, on the railing, and Hibana probably took Maestro out from there. Because Maestro is now taken out, it's going to be extremely hard for the defenders to stop the plan.
Yeah, and now your primary garage hold is gone. You just have one guy playing. Your wall is already open.
Bandit
That's
unable
probably
to,
infiltrated.
yeah, Bandit unable to get the wall from not be open. Uh, yeah, they're gonna.
Alberto used one of his incendiary charges, so it's possible that's how Bandit was like pushed out.
Oh, right. Never mind that. Jaeger goes in with a refrag onto the Thatcher, but the Thatcher really isn't that important right now because of the fact that the wall is already broken. There really isn't much for the Thatcher to do. Although, yes, they're going to be losing their fragging capabilities. They still, utility-wise, don't really need the Thatcher that much anymore.
Yeah,
Airjack
except for the
deployed!
occasional Legion mines that he could do.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
the
his job
Legion
is
might,
done.
right? His job is done. Or like 90% of his job is done. The Thermite doesn't really go in counter with the Legion as the Legion is looking over to the other direction, completely immediately breaches into construction, tries to make a hole inside of construction, but no bandit there to, prevent the Thermite from actually doing what he wants to do. They also have a Hibana just in case the Thermite, gets blocked. The bandit is going to be hiding downstairs, going for the C4. Thermite reaches in through
Nice
construction, but the
shot.
Jaeger has an excellent shot onto the Hibana. Takes the Hibana out with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. The attackers still have not planted the diffuser, nor have they went inside. The Thermite tries to get somebody through the wall bank, doesn't really manage to land any shot, or doesn't really manage to encounter an enemy. The Jaeger knows where Nomad could be and is keeping a really good angle. The smoke notices where the Capitao is, peeks up, takes the Capitao out. The Jaeger
Oh,
also takes
that
the.
would have been beautiful.
Yep. The Jaeger takes the Jaeger takes Nomad out, followed up by the smoke, taking the Thermite out, giving the defenders one round for the win.
So basically, what happened here is the attackers did not realize that they could end up pushing garage. I mean, you breached the wall in construction, but they didn't do much with it, and the window play on CCTV did not work out much in their favor. Basically, they just went in and overextended their push and died. So nice defense by Hawks Gaming. FK had a nice try though. Like, no offense to them.
Yep, decent try, decent try. I mean, they did what they could, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
So they baited a pulse for the IQ. Now she'll keep looking for it, but now you have a K which can both impact Rick and get charged. basic installations coming up. Take a setting up in blue. Just the basic setup for the smart.
Yeah.
Nothing special yet.
We haven't really seen that many special and like unique strategical setups throughout the whole of EFL. I mean, sorry, throughout the whole of Kryptonite.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, basement is kind of unique for a site where you don't even need the intel because there are only a very limited number of ways the attackers could push. So
Right, that's why
does it well.
basement is one of the most viable locations to pick.
And now this is where the lack of soft destruction is going to hurt the attackers. They don't have a buff, they don't have a sledge, they don't have a capita that could clear out the guy in blue behind the machine.
All right,
But
so before we go on further with the stream, a lot of people like have joined like right now. So my name is Ten. A lot of you might know me because I'm a regular caster. But this new guy who is doing an excellent job, even though it's his first time casting, his name is going to be Ashit, or however you pronounce it. How do you pronounce it? Ashit. All right. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello guys. Well, as I've spoken, Ashrit is my name. Everything else doesn't matter for the moment because we have an excellent game going on. What I do need to introduce you to is our boy Shaiko. He's the Marcio of India, an excellent creator.
Swapping mags!
And without him, our casting is not possible. One bit.
Easy.
Shaiko and like,
You know, rich voice of India being like. You pop in them high-powered graphics cards and all that. Anyways, back to the game. We can see a tiny hatch has been broken by the Kitana.
well, that's joystick-style consoles in blue.
Right. Do that. Oh, IQ broke through up top. Tries to get the Kaid out of the play. Damages the Kaid, but the Kaid also knows how to damage the IQ back, which makes both of them in a really low HP. But the Nomad notices the Valkyrie, takes the Valkyrie out of the play.
Threads the needle.
Answers the needle. Exactly. The Thermite tries to go in for the breach. Is he getting scared that he's going to be stopped or something? Okay, never mind. He does go for the breach. And he sticks it in, proceeds to activate the breaching charge. Jaeger gets taken out too, with Thatcher being down.
Only if Legion will capitalize on this.
Only if Legion could just push in through the broken hole and then take the Thermite out. The Legion doesn't really know though where the Thermite is. The Legion gets droned out. Alright, continuing on, the Thatcher has been taken out. The Kaid is extremely low. Just as I say that, the Thermite also gets taken out by the Legion. IQ and Kaid being extremely low, while the Nomad gets another frag onto the Legion. The IQ notices where the Kaid is. Doesn't really kill the Kaid because unfortunate for her, she wasn't able to land all the shots. The smoke takes both of them out completely unguarding. That is an excellent play by the smoke. Takes the Nomad out just as he was about to plant the diffuser. Goes in for the second frag onto the IQ, looks back and takes the third frag onto whoever was the last one alive. I do not remember who it was. Never mind. An excellent 3K by the smoke, completely stopping the plant and giving the defenders another round for the taking. Proceeding to the third round and making sure that the defensive side wins the second round.
I mean, it was an intense war of attrition in church, but basically what happens is the lack of coverage allowed Smoke to just walk in, get the guy with the diffuser, and then that shotgun doesn't lose any fights there. So what do you do with it?
You really are powerless, aren't you?
The attack started again. They had the initial fix. They had everything going on.
Camera in
Just that
position.
they didn't cover the diffuser guy, and that costed them. So, an EDS should get that castle barricade in place. Bandit can keep flicking it in. Maverick is banned, so you can safely keep it. The attackers don't have anything like Ash or Zofia either, so this castle barricade is going to stay there.
Camera
He's the
activated.
one on the jacuzzi door. Pranay, the op bans are Maverick, Montaigne, Mira, and Echo. So pretty good bans for this map.
Reloading!
So the attackers are going to start their push from the CCTV side, which is actually a soft wall. Remains to be seen how good of an hold it is with that.
My device is
Basic
planning.
flank what setup, pushing garage. Okay, now defenders, it can work out not extending your hold, but we shall find that out.
Ah, fuck my shitty internet. Anyone here?
Yeah, I hear you. You are good.
Okay, never mind. You didn't react at the start, so yeah.
I mean, who doesn't have
Deploying
internet?
breach
already?
charge.
We live in a third world country, both of us. India may not be a third world, it's a developing country, but we can still consider it to be one. I mean, just go out on the streets and look at it.
I mean,
India,
70%
Bangladesh,
of our population is still farmers.
exactly. Like, same for India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. The entire Southeast Asian region.
I mean, yeah, true that. Or also known as the Indian subcontinent. Nobody has been fragged out yet, never mind. Just as I say that Thermite and IQ take huge amounts of damage. Landing, you know, really low, the IQ gets taken out by the Valkyrie. And not getting a second frag or being repeat.
Only if Nomad will go for a refrag. But
Yeah.
it's a tricky situation. Oh, almost.
Because the Jaeger, because there's a Jaeger there. The Nomad sees the Jaeger, so no, unable to get the Valkyrie. She takes Thermite out while followed by a Bandit taking Twitch out,
Loading Nomad.
making it a 2v3 situation on the favor of the defending side. The Thatcher notices the Bandit, doesn't really get the kill onto the Bandit. The Bandit falls back downstairs, and a smarter move by the Bandit than what the Thermite is doing right now. But the Bandit tries to pick the the Thatcher, and the Thatcher takes two guys out. The Smoke with the shotgun takes Nomad out. Smoke is currently in construction. The Thatcher has a really good angle onto the Smoke. The Thatcher going for the fake plant. The Valkyrie cam notices the Thatcher. The Smoke doesn't really capitalize onto the Thatcher going for the plant. Never mind, just as I say that, the Smoke peeks out, tries to take the Thatcher out, but got a little bit of HP down. Fortunately for him, he was able to fall back, throw the Nitro out, and take the Thatcher out of the play, winning another round for the defenders.
The SAS operators are truly on a leash today. They are not stopping. They are just going to kill everybody.
I know, right? And the Smoke, especially Heximeister. Holy crap, he's
No,
popping off.
he was mute actually in the end. But yeah,
Oh, he was
wait.
mute?
whatever he was, just the SAS guy. But the shotgun is just killing everybody tonight.
Shotguns are kinda...
Jittery took a lot of initial fights from the windows. He almost had the head of Jaeger taken off. Then he had one guy in construction, but he just ran out right before he could kill Valk. Initial fights not really working out for the attackers at the moment.
Although yes, India has been developing for years, or also known as 1947. Just go outside the fucking street. You don't even get punished for raping a little kid. And you're telling me that's a developed country?
I mean, you can make 180 kilometers statue all you want, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Nobody's saying it's not developing. It's just that
Yeah, it's still messed up.
a
Extremely
lot
messed
needs
up.
to be done still.
Yeah, like most of the countries, including India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan, all of them need huge amounts of work to be done. Yes, they're developing.
I guess
But-
we should ignore any possible political controversies right now and just get back to the game.
Yeah, true that. We can...
Reloading!
Oh, okay, they didn't reinforce some kind of construction, which gives Thermite the ability to manually shoot through the wall, slowly and slowly deleting the wall out of the game. They don't have any sleds this time to, delete walls and then push it.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody's holding construction anyway, so you can just push gym or push anywhere you like. So that
Yeah, or
doesn't matter
just
to me.
push garage and get picked up by the maestro.
Exactly.
Unless you have a Zofia on the team, which you don't. In that case, you can just concussion the maestro, but the Capitao doesn't need the Zofia. Says, I'm gonna bolt this guy. I'm gonna bolt the bandit out of the play. Who needs the Zofia when you have my boltings or Asphyatric bolts? Nobody needs Zofia. Never mind.
Another
Just
pick going on.
Yep, another bit going on by the Thatcher. He's like, I also don't need a Zofia or the Capitao. I can take people out myself. Okay, back to topic. The Thatcher takes Jaeger out. The Nomad still rappelling onto canals. Not really going to be pushing in. The Thatcher does do a job. Gives the sound away. Luckily though, unlike the last game, last round, there wasn't a Valkyrie holding to the window. If there was, the Thatcher would have been picked up because he made a lot of noise while dropping down. Because there was no bandit to, bandit trick the reinforcement, the Thermite casually just opens the wall in and then gets shit done. Ooh, the smoke! Throws a smoke to the general direction of the Thatcher. Doesn't really kill the Thatcher, but manages to damage the Thatcher. In the meantime, Thermite goes in for another frag and takes the smoke out, making it a 5v2 situation on the favor of the attacking side. The defenders really are powerless right now with 50 seconds remaining on the clock and most of their angles being exposed. Even the plant possibly going down, the Legion manages to take one guy out, followed up by a refresh from the Kipana.
Oh.
Never mind, the Legion takes two guys out, making it a triple
Legion
kill for
has
the
a chance
Legion.
now.
Yes, the defenders still have a chance with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. The plant is going to be going down by the Thermite. The Legion in a 1v2 situation right now. The Nomad knowing exactly where the Legion is. The Legion doesn't really peek. The Nomad, never mind, the Legion tries to go for a run out but gets
That's just a
immediately taken
Claymore.
out by the Claymore.
So basically, what happened that round? If anybody watched the FaZe versus EG match in the semifinals, they always castled off that window in garage just because of that Capita. And Bandit did not have a dog to heal him back up. He tried to overextend his bandit tricking, and that's what got him. And everybody inside the defender's objective was just circled around. They had no place to go. They got picked off. Legion had a very valiant effort, though. You have to give it off to him.
Yeah, the Legion managed to get 3 frags, making it... oh my god, I just turned into a robot for a second. I actually just turned into a robot for a second. And yes, Harshit isn't really casting. He muted himself to anyone
No,
who's
no, no.
wondering.
I'm not. Am I muted? No.
Oh,
Um,
wait. Never
It's
mind.
basically, if anybody who's wondering how we are doing this, we have split our roles on how we are. So early round I take it, in the last minute then it does situational casting on it. So you may think that we are silent, but it's an experiment that we are doing. It's my
Yeah.
first time casting, so I
He's
can't
like,
be
he's
silent.
better at analyzing than I am. So he's like the starter of the matches.
Exactly. Now the attackers have got their first round finally. Maybe the wheels are starting to shift.
Maybe, it's only the 5th round. We may never know what's gonna happen.
I did some basic research. FK ended up losing to 5-7 on this match basically against Demos Force. So they certainly don't want to lose again, and at least not on the same map. The fire has to burn within them.
Placing my evil eye.
Anyways, the action phase has started.
Placing my evil eye.
They picked CCTV again.
Yeah, they're retrying it. Maybe they sensed what their basic mistakes were and they're going to go at it again.
Yeah, like one of
It's
their
a good
huge
side.
mistakes was Bandit being taken out at the very beginning.
Exactly, and now the thing is they haven't castled it yet, that window. Hopefully they can stop that Capitol from wreaking havoc on that bandit.
There is no Bandit this time around. This time they're not even going to prevent them from breaching in.
At least try playing a cat maybe.
I mean, I think they have a different strategy, but we can see that their positions are kind of similar. Yeah, but yeah, this time there's not even a bandit to stop it.
Either they just forgot to pick bandit, or what they are trying to do is get the attackers to open the wall quickly, and you let them come in and bait them for your
Loading
frags.
mag.
So
That could
I
actually be useful.
yeah, on some
Granted,
maps it can work out, but
yeah,
in this case the attackers are very cautious. They're not giving any missile picks.
right, true that, and not to mention, like the attackers are kind of, how do I say it? Like they know how to frag by having the advantage with the ACOG. You know, like they keep their distance properly.
Swapping mag.
Like they have the ACOG advantage and they know how to use it.
Yeah, but that is also the reason that it's 1 minute 10 seconds left, and they just got the wall open. Basic, very basic stuff done.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
just as we say that, I mean, just as I say that, the Thatcher gets fragged out.
Nest ready.
Just the Thatcher couldn't use the ACOG properly.
I mean, Hexus is not stopping. Okay, Jaeger gets a kill from the construction hatch. Nice bait job there. See, they allowed them to open the wall. Now they're just capitalizing on it. Only
Yeah,
5 now.
Yeah, followed by the Maestro getting a frag onto the Nomad, I think. I don't remember. Oh, what?
Ah, that's a messy.
Yeah. You know, like once we immediately switched to the Valkyrie and then she was looking at the hatch, my head just stopped working for a second.
Spun out of control.
Yeah. Alright, we can see that, oh my god.
Ah, Valk got pushed out by his own smoke.
Yeah, Val got pushed out by his own smoke teammate,
Team
getting
smoke, really.
fragged out by the Capital.
Impact out.
Okay, the Hibana bullets have went live, stopped immediately by the impact grenade. The Maestro has an angle onto the Zofia, takes the, onto the Hibana, takes the Hibana out. There is only 1 second remaining and the Capital really won't be able to do anything. But the Capital manages to get 2 frags. The last one, who was Maestro, still hiding inside of Garage, who won't be fragged out, and because the Capital doesn't have the diffuser, he is unable to stick the plant in, which
And he
causes
got
them
the
to
bu-
boost around.
He got stuck by a Legion mine as well. There's no
Right,
way you're
right.
planting
There's
him.
exactly, Legion is annoying. Also,
So yeah,
who bought the Legion Elite skin? If you bought the Legion Elite skin, give me your account. I'll pay you like 3 rupees. All right, I'll send you 3 rupees via Paytm. Just give me your account.
yeah. If you bribe him, basically he will mention you on every message that you type on the live stream. So yeah, exactly. So my prediction turned out to be correct. Basically, they read how FK was pushing every round, and they just allowed them to come in and easy bait life for Hawks Gaming, and it's a 1-4 split. Now, if FK makes it a 2-4, it is still not a bad half because this map tends to be very defender sided in the current meta. But anything is possible. They have gone back to bait. Attackers still don't have much soft destruction, so an Arsenal push does become a bit harder, but you can still do it. I mean, last time it turned out to be a war of attrition. They just had to cover the angles. It can be done. If case can be done. Again, basic setup being done. Utility wise, they are keeping the valve. I don't know if IQ is able to bring down the chance or not. But even the time wasting is worth it in itself. Actually, Pranay Jaeger got droned out after the frag was gone, so that was a bit late on FK's part.
Stop worrying about grenades now. I gotta do this.
So now a clone angle being made on that wall. See, that wall is the, if the attackers had a bug, they could open up that soul wall in the end of the basket or Arsenal. I don't know that precise call out. And you could go for an Arsenal push or maybe change it up a bit. But considering the current loadout, it does literally sound that they are going to push third side again.
Is the stream lagging for you in Discord? Never mind, it's normal again. It's normal again.
Pretty flawless.
Alright, yeah. This time they went with Kaid, which Hibana like casually just walks over.
Thank God.
Yeah, true that. I mean, if she's blatant enough to walk over the Kaid, she might just shoot her bullets onto the. Yep, surprising. I mean, blue is now breached, so they might have an advantage. The Kaid has been broken by the Thatcher, and the Hibana goes in for the
Motor hats.
yeah.
So it remains to be seen if the defenders are holding blue or not. He will
Yeah,
impact
there is a
the
defender on. Smoke is currently inside of blue, but just outside of the hatches.
Yeah, not droned out though, I think.
Yep, and not to mention like nobody, even if they're peeking from the hatch, will be able to see the smoke because he's outside of the point of vision, aka in the blind spot.
Yeah, but still, there are two ways that you could cut this guy off. Essentially, just nobody has drawn it out. Maybe the attackers don't want to push blue at all.
Disabling electronics.
Or maybe
True
it's a
that could
great
also
flank.
happen. The Hibana has flashbangs, right? Yeah, so the Hibana can just flash inside of blue and then just jump in, you know?
Okay, this could be an upcoming disaster for the attackers if they don't watch the motor hatch. Legion is unwary of his drone. One guy's prone inside church by the game. What's gets rolled out. So drone work is well. They are very thorough with it. But oh, that's excellent if you go and do that.
You know, using the defender's holes against them.
9 punch holes in you to get the guy on the one hole that he peeks.
Yeah, this is unlucky as hell. Anyways, the IQ manages to flag the smoke out.
Oh, she even cut off the So another war of attrition coming up. Smoke dying in the last minute is going to be because this is where you realize how good he is. Thermite takes another pick. Care the refrags onto them. Church control still in the hands of the defenders. Moto push going on. That's at least 2 or 3 guys stacked up near Moto. Oh, Care is taking out that guy. Oh. Okay. You're going to run out of ammo soon. Even still has arsenal. I don't think he attacked.
Yep, the attackers have no chance of winning this one, as Kaid and Jaeger managed to take the last 3 guys out of the game. And you know, the attackers really didn't have that much time. They had 10 seconds remaining on the clock. They really couldn't just push in and go for the plant.
So their mistake was that pick on smoke was actually very excellent, but they did not get blue control. Hibana missed the rotation from long hallway into church, and the defenders just had too many guys in church for you to push them. And without blue control, you are not getting them out. It's a one-way street. Like you bottleneck yourself and you essentially lose. That's how the attacks work.
Right.
And
The thing is, we noticed that the attackers were kind of packed together, like 5 pieces in a pod, you know?
yeah, exactly. A 7-4. Anything is possible at the moment. I mean,
7-4, it could happen, but
I
then
was
again,
I was watching the match of Demos versus FK, and basically the FK lost their defenses because they have this tendency to peek everything. If they don't do that, this map certainly allows you to have a comeback on you. But it depends on how FK plays it. Because utility-wise, the attackers are pretty good. Yeah, on CC you can do it without
the FK kind of messed up on the attacking too. But then again, like we noticed that FK, like you said a few seconds ago, they like to overpeak way too much. Like they're defenders, right? They don't really have to go for the peak. The attackers are gonna come to them and then they're gonna take the attackers out. So there is no reason for them to take the peak, right?
Yeah, or if you have to do it, then make it more calculated.
Right. Just like find the perfect timing and then take the peak. Use your game sense, find the perfect timing, then take the peak. Yeah.
Special charge.
But
Stay clear.
now the tides have turned. The attackers are on the defensive side and the defenders are on the attacking side. The Maestro has rotated inside of
Did
garage.
you notice a change in their attack? They got a thermite to open the garage door because presumably they are going to send more guys to get this Maestro out of there.
Fun. But
Ivana didn't just open an angle test. They actually
we
There.
never really noticed a different pattern because
Incoming. Evil eye so very
the attackers are still the attack. I mean, sorry, the defenders are the attackers now.
really big fucking hole coming
Yeah,
right
I
up.
mean, I was just talking about how it impacts
Oh, right.
the other team.
Right. There is a different pattern this time. Anyways, Capital places the Claymore, which he probably died to while trying to get the clutch as a Legion in that one round. So he's like, yo, you're gonna he's pissed. He's like, yo,
He
you're
needs his
actually...
revenge.
I mean, it's granted, alright? He gets taken out once. Yo, he takes a Legion out this time. He got taken out by that Claymore as a Legion. Now he takes a Legion out, followed up by the Bandit being taken out by the IQ, the smoke being down, the Hibana takes the smoke out, making it a 2-5 situation. The Hibana
just wants flag right now. doesn't care.
Ivana, hungry for the kill, tries to take the Maestro, doesn't get the
Jaeger,
Maestro.
Jaeger, will you stop doing Shift W? Infernus says.
There is no point in doing that right now.
I'm just
Like-
running. Gas, gas, gas. I'm gonna step on the gas. That's what Jaeger tried to do there.
The Jaeger's like, I have no family, I have no friends, I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm just going to run out of here.
Yeah, just get fragged out and make my team lose another round casually.
So, like Eagles do the Hawks gaming swarm on the defenders and they get their picks really well. Essentially, the defenders just got one kill, and that was the Hibana. So, lovely attack they're coming up. I mean, they had an idea of where each defender was. They got each pick that they could without even really
Anyways.
entering inside. IQ, if you take Buck, I love you, IQ. Seriously. No. Respect. Mad respect.
Ah, finally someone's with Buck.
Operator, you can so many angles. You can.
Not to mention, like, this map has way too many soft walls on, like, vertical soft walls, should I say, you know?
Yeah, and you could also take this short hallway from above, and Buck can make an angle straight into church. Like, Buck is insane on basement attacks.
Right. You know, I have a feeling that there's no point in taking Buck if you have Jackal. Because Jackal's secondary is a shotgun.
Buck is just way fast and no shotgun weapons holds like Buck's shotgun does. And Buck is kind of like blitzkrieg in the German language, we would say. He blitzkriegs onto the enemy. Sledge is methodical. Jackal is a secondary shotgun and quickly just lower. Buck just blitzkriegs onto the enemy. 4 shotgun, 4 bam. That's how Buck operates. That's why I love him. And Hex, I love you, man. Hashtag no homo. Companies around. And the defenders, they're running third.
Clear.
I don't really understand that talk but then again, as much utility based this game might be, in the end you just have to get one headshot on the
I got this. Coming through.
Thrown up.
So, okay, look at the speed at which XP has realized that there's nobody roaming. 2 minutes left, they're already getting the hatches. Default cam is still up in garage though. Yeah, Buck did open up his angles, that's good. Smoke's playing inside Arsenal. Alright. See, but FK also did something very lovely. They reinforced this last wall up there so that Buck doesn't have an entryway there. I mean, it's just unintentional counter-starting going on between these teams.
There was no Kaid to stop the hatches from being open, and even if there was, there is a Buck who can just, shoot the Kaid charges out if the Kaid decides to go with the, you know what. Oh, never mind, the smoke goes live, takes a couple of HP out of Hipana, dropping her down to 50.
Yeah, but that's a very early smoke. It may end up haunting them in the end.
I mean, it's just, he still has 2 more smokes to use, so,
You never know. I mean, yeah, well, whatever.
the more 6 holes onto blue.
That's 3 guys all stacked up on me still. Jaeger is not giving up blue. That is good.
Yeah, Jaeger notices that there's somebody on a memorial. Jaeger's trying to take the guy on memorial out. The Buck also drops out of memorial, throws a frag grenade, but the frag grenade gets taken out by the Jaeger charges. It's match point right now. The dog takes the first attacker out, which was the
Ghost, please one tap that guy. Ghost, please one tap guy. No.
but the Jaeger gets refragged by the Sledge. I'm sorry, the Thatcher, and then immediately the Bug goes in for another frag onto the Legion. Followed up by the Thatcher going for another frag to the Maestro, gets refragged by the dog. The Thermite is currently down and not yet being revived as of this moment. The diffuser has been planted, and okay.
Is Thermite injured?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Thermite is
is.
injured.
He's
Yeah,
getting
he is injured.
revived.
They're going for the revive, and then the Thermite gets revived. At this point, the plant is down. The bug, being the last one alive, takes two
Buck
of.
gets one guy, flicks around and drop shots the second guy. I mean, I can't take sides with you, Buck, alright? I mean, there's a certain appeal to it, but I have my limits.
The bug single-handedly wins the 1v2 and gives their team another round to progress onto the next round, should I say. All right. That is it for the stream between. I forgot the team names. Never mind
Hawks
that.
Gaming and Fallen Knights.
Right. My name is Unlushtanate. I am an experienced caster, and we have a brand new caster who goes by the name of.
Ashrit.
And
Uh,
he's going to be the analyst. So before we end the stream, we would like for you to know that the tournament organizers are saying something. That is, there is a match going on between Akatsuki and Demio's Force. If anybody wants to, you might want to go over to that game and then check things out over that game. That match is currently live streamed on this channel. With that, that's it for us. Thank you
we
for
would
watching in on the stream.
bid
We
adieu
are
to
out.
all of you. Adios, mio.